Welcome to the Hopping House. My name is Kale, and we're going to be working on some FreeCAD source available designs for a rabbit hutch made from a cheap metal chicken coop from Amazon with some 3D printed sides. Because if you do have a rabbit, there's a strong probability chance that you might actually have this particular coop. So we're going to expand it and make it bigger by making a better roof. It's easier to open and clean out. Um, so I'm using the dig box with wood chips thing because it's they live out in the woods. There's a lot of trees. We'll have another one that has mesh floors, but this particular design is designed for you to actually be able to uh, like the bottom has fence on it, and you put wood chips so that the bunnies can dig, and then you provide a different place for them to go to the bathroom. And so that's going to be on the second story, and then there's a little burrow inside of it. So you dig a hole in the ground, and then you 3D print up the burrow, and then they can go into the burrow, and then they got this dig box area, and then a second floor where they can drink, and then if they pee, the pee goes off into the place where the pee goes, and it's going to have an easy to clean thing. So I need to add a tray on the bottom, right about there, to pull out so that I can pressure wash it. And let's see, the wood chips, it is a lot of work to clean them out. I mean, you don't have to do it all the time because it um as long as they're peeing in the place where they drink, then you don't have to clean it out a whole lot. Any sort of maintenance is just a huge pain in the ass with all this rabbit stuff. So we got to make it as easy as possible. So what do we got going on? Let's get it. Oops. Wrong button. And where did I go? Um. All right. So we need the FreeCAD window, right? All right. So what do we got to do? We got to do the roof hinge. So right now the roof hinge thing is on here. I'm not too happy with the durability of this. So I might. Where's my document here? Oh man. Okay. So this thing right here, I'm not at all happy with how strong it is because I'm well aware of how heavy this stuff is. This particular design is going to crack. Maybe, well, right now, the end of the 2x4 is right there. So I could screw it, I could bring it down here, and then maybe it would be okay. All right, but then what's up at the top? So, I mean, that doesn't look right, right? All right. So, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this particular thing right here. So, we need, I like, I mean, you've never built a rabbit hutch. So, when you transport this thing around, it needs to be a certain level of rigidity. So maybe what I could do is around this area, I could make like a plastic piece that's like an L bracket type of thing. And then it would have to be like that. Or I can make a longer L bracket that's like that. Yeah, why don't we do that instead? So a longer L bracket here, that would do. The 2x2, I mean, I'm not 100% sold on the 2x2. I'm 100% convinced that it has to be as light as possible because I'm an old man. Other people can't lift stuff like I can. So this is already getting to the point where this is very heavy. Like this wood alone, just carrying this wood is going to be extremely heavy. So I might just want to take this board up top and turn it into um like an 8 foot long. So along this side right here, right there, that could be like 8 feet because this is a 2x2 under here, under the root for the frame of the root. So if you ask me, it makes sense to make this thing also a 2x2. So let's go look at this. I would have to, that's the problem is I'm going to have to change this. I don't particularly want to do that. But, you know, you have to do what you have to do. Uh, for the walls. So here's the walls. And then what's that? Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, my son started doing a sliding door. Um, so this needs to go into shoot. I am so totally not used to this theme. What did he do? Where's the I'm sorry. Uh where did all the things go? See, I need these things. So what? Workbench. Edit. Tree view, property view. And features. I don't know which ones I need. Is this what I need? Like the part design thing? Where is part design? There it is. What the hell? Macros, don't need that. Apologize. I just did that structure. Yeah, I need that help. There we go. That looks like what I want. I think this one dude had, I forget where he had his. Okay, I need to unlock the taskbar. All right, so you put this right here, this right here. I was pretty lost there without the things there. All right, so that's what I'm. Unfortunately, my son's not very good with FreeCAD yet at this point in time. So, sorry, having a little bit of a stall up here because I changed to the where's the thing? You go to add-on managers and then theme, open theme, right? It's this one. That's what I just installed. I'm not used to it yet. So you can put the sliding door in here without a part. You have to make a part for literally everything, dude. If you don't make a part, it messes stuff up. A part is like this is like a thing that I have to assemble. And a part has a body. And then inside of the body, you got to imagine it's like each body is like a chunk of mass that's like all the same thing. Like it's like a 3D printed piece of plastic. It's like a piece of wood. It's uh like a piece of metal that you CNC. It's something. And then if you have a multicolored printer and you have one solid body with different colors, then each different color is a different body, right? And that's how the multicolored printer is going to know this is which color that I want to use. There's different ways that you could break it up for the multicolored printer, but I think conceptually for FreeCAD, this is the best way to go about thinking about it. See if I could actually find the thing that I'm supposed to be editing. Where'd that part go? Sorry, I'm having issues. Oh yeah, so this roof has been causing a problem with the this thing. Base features. What is this? A T-joint? All right. So what's the problems here? It says it's not attached. Huh? Damn. That one's going to be a difficult. What is this base feature? Oh my gosh. My son did a horrible job, huh? Great. Well, it took days to even like begin doing this and I'm like, "Hey, you got to do this. We need to help the rabbits." And then he just didn't. Okay, it was easy to fix at least. Yeah, my son irritates me. He plays Minecraft too much, and he doesn't want to help out. And what the hell is this base feature thing? Like I asked him to do, like he doesn't want to. It's like he's too lazy. Kid acts like he's like some stoner weed head, but he's never touched weed in his life, dude. It's like that's why I'm convinced that people who are like lazy stoners, that's just them. It really is. It's not everybody's not like that. That particular person, if they didn't smoke weed, they would be that bad or worse. It's just the way they are. I think my son gets it from his mother and from my mom. Oops. Sorry. Okay, my YouTube is all glitched out now. Well, great. All right, so one thing that needs to happen is the roof panel needs to go up. So where'd the panel go? Well, it's so hard to see that like that. I don't know if I like this new theme that much. Panel. Oh my gosh, man, this just irritates me. Okay, well, hopefully he can figure out how much that sucks to have that. You have to have a part for all your things, dude. You don't just make a body, dude. When you do that, you're sticking different bodies. Like bodies have to be next to each other. Like if you have multiple bodies in one thing, and then you need to take a part in order to separate your bodies. Like a part is like this is a physical thing that like I have to make a step to manufacture. And then in the body, it's like, I got a 3D printer that printed the whole thing, or I got a CNC machine that took the original block of wood and then made this other chunk of mass. Or I had a 3D mold and then I did an injection molding process on it. Not really very difficult to understand. Coop Hutch. I'm gonna call it CoopHutchM instead of, unfortunately, it's gonna make it kind of poopy. CoopHutchM. All right, unfortunately, my YouTube chat glitched out. I can't see if anybody's watching. It's like showing up as like my other channel. Oh, I got to switch accounts, right? There it is. Gotcha. Now I can see. Wait, why don't I call it Hutch M? Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Hutch M instead of Coop Hutch M. Oops. There's so many things to rename. I wish that what do you call it? FreeCAD had like something that you could see every last little thing in like one big list, and you could like do batch renaming with it. That would be so sick. Like regex batch renaming. Hello. And so this thing, I need to adjust the offset, the Z height. Needs to be frame board width plus wall thickness, plastic wall thickness, and then That will raise it up to the height. We're apparently 2 times. There we go. Now it's on top of it. All right, so now I just need some like other like spacer things for this. I don't know if spacer is the right word. Yeah, spacer, yeah, sure. So I think what I need now is because I want to make the top. I don't want this 2x4 here. So I'm gonna take I have a 2x8 at the top. We're gonna take it from the roof. Here's this. So now we want to go over to the BIM. Oh wow. I'm not used to this. This is FreeCAD 1.1. This is totally different. Yeah, I think I like it more. I mean, that makes sense because need to switch between them. So I need the draft one. I'm just so not used to seeing it like this. This is so different. Taskbar. Woo! Now there's more of those. So this is gonna have to something's gonna have to go somewhere. I don't use this workbench enough to know which ones I should move somewhere else. So I'm just going to take this and then move it over there for right now because I just don't know enough. I mean, I use the only thing I do in the giraffe workbench is clone apart because that's the correct way to clone the part. So what do I need? 1, 2, clone it twice. And then I'm gonna need to make I'm gonna make a copy of this. I should have been doing this a long time ago. I'm pretty good at FreeCAD because I programmed my own 3D graphics engines once. And so stuff like this is just obvious I have a lot of FreeCAD knowledge to share. So we're gonna do the hutch M long beam short. Okay, beam short. Where the hell they go? Can I not expand that? Am I stuck with this the way it is? Don't know if I like the transparent thing behind it. I personally would rather get a bigger monitor. How do I make this thing not transparent? The tree view. Yeah, I think that's a little bit annoying. Not the worst though. Oh, hey, look, I've got boom, my keyboard and mouse, dude. I just don't like how I don't like that. So walls, take it off the roof. Walls. Just need to find the sliding track. Put a part on it. Touch M wall sliding track. Kind of wish FreeCAD didn't have this global scope for the naming. It's kind of annoying, but I program in C a lot, so it's not really. Oh, hey, there was the thing. That's the one that I moved in last time that I forgot about. So there's the sliding track. See, if you make it the part, like when it was just the sliding track, like here, it's hard to tell the difference between a clone and a body. And it's like, that's not really like how we, like with a part, you need to be able to have a datum plane on the part. And if you don't have a datum plane, you can't really like orient the part correctly. Because your plane, it's like, you need to take the object and shift it from, the 3D model being around the origin, i.e. 0, and shift that over to whatchamacallit, uh, translate it from local to world coordinates. And you got to think of the part as if I might have multiple contiguous bodies. So let's say I had a 3D printed part and I had a CNC'd part. And that part, like let's say I had a 3D printer. And then inside of that 3D printer, I had some sort of machined piece of metal that I paused my 3D printer. And then I inserted in a metal plate. And then I continued my 3D printer and then it printed in this little metal plate into my design. This is how you need to organize your project because that's like how the CAD works. So you have to have a part. The part is so then you have this global namespace and then hey, there it is. So I have to if you want to expand it, you got to do it from the tippity top up here. Can you even see my mouse? You can't. Oh no. All right. Well, you can't see my mouse, can you? Or I rely on that. The circles that go around your mouse. I could try to do this. Hold on. Okay. And then what is it? What do I need to do? Then I have to switch this over. I don't really want to do this, but sorry. I'm trying to rearrange my OBS so I could do it like I normally do it. All right. Here we go. This is quite a bit better. All right. Now you can see my mouse. This isn't too bad for me to see. This is not my normal setup. So my setup, I have the best live coding setup. Where is it? Hold on. There we go. That's actually looking quite a bit better. There we go. Now I have the screen's almost full size. What am I saying? The overlay, my little live coding setup. with the 4K. This is a 4K, 15.6 inch, 13.3 inch, 1080p, 29-inch LG ultra wide, and then we got a Core i9, or sorry, Core Ultra 9 185H CPU with the RTX 4050. Working pretty good. So, where's that beam at? That's a joint. Roof beam long. I don't see it. Like this one should. Don't understand where those ones came. I don't see a roof beam long. Oh, right. Yeah, those were these are the ones that I want. So what I need is another. We need another. But the frame I need to make a part. Shoot. Part for the walls. Oops, that is totally not the right thing. Hutch M walls. I'm just gonna call it top. And we'll take the beam short. 3 of these. That up top. That way they all share the same plane. Do I need to do that? Well, it's just getting cluttered up here. So it's like whenever there's that much stuff, it's just hard to see. So then you got to start adding parts to help. We'll make this the panels. Hutch M panels. We'll take all these panels. M side panel. All them in. I think we want like the base. I'm not going to do panels. We're going to do the Hutch M walls and then base is what I'm going to call it. The base of the wall and the top. Or walls. Let's just call it bottom just because top and bottom is nice and easy, right? All right, this isn't too bad for running a laptop RTX 4050 with Intel Arc iGPU 6 core, you know, the older one. So, and then I would need to put that hinge, the sliding track, put on the bottom. Okay, and then here joints. I'm gonna have to redo those joints. That, and I think I'm gonna need to add to the joint the angle piece right here. Gonna have to add the bracer right there. But the hell was that? I didn't do that. Oh yeah, it still says Coop M. I want it to say Hutch M. Medium is what M stands for. So now we got in the walls roof hinge. Why is the roof in here? Oh, right, right, right. So yeah, this is the thing that I need to work on, this hinge. Right. So the hinge, before we come unhinged over here, is just right now, it's right here, this little thing. And we're going to uh so this needs to go like well, first off, this thing needs to be light because it's just too heavy. And normal people can't really like this is already getting to be too heavy for like grandma, you know. Most of these farmers that would be like wanting something like this would be, I mean, they'd be able to hold it up. You know, a lot of grandmas wouldn't be able to do this, but I'm not going to be writing the grandmas off of the 3D printer train. I don't think that they're a lost cause once they figure out that they could 3D print all the things that they need for their house, and they don't have anything else to do, and they let you know a certain percentage of the grandmas will pick up FreeCAD in the 3D printer and absolutely love it. It's like the new knitting, you know? All right. So, but the, you know, next step is to get rid of these beams. I don't really want these beams. Here, we just don't like the transparent over there. So base, what is the base? Okay, yeah, I don't want any of these base pieces. All right, come on. We're going in the post. Where's the post? So the posts are the. I think what I want. First off, let's get the these guys. These guys need to be in position. I like this. You know, this is a cool flow. I think that we could get a bunch of people in a community making stuff for bunnies. I even got a bunny cam back here, but it's not set up. But I do have a bunny cam that I could quickly get set up. But I'm on a laptop and I got limited HDMI inputs and everything's not all set up. I got to set up one thing at a time. If I have everything all to set up at one time, dude, I'm a belly flop big time. So hutch top, walls top, and then these guys. So where's that sliding track? Let's get rid of that. We don't really need that. The bottom. See, this is the benefit of putting them all in one thing. It's like it turn it. You got to start thinking in terms of what I want to turn on and off all at one time. So when that stuff, when I'm editing, like this stuff, these posts, maybe it should be frame. Let's call this instead of top. I'm just gonna call it the frame, and then I'll stick the posts up in it. All right. Hmm? Post. Frame. And then the joints. Where are these joints? One of these joints. These. Okay, that is totally not even going to work. What was I planning on doing it? I was planning. Oh, wait. Hold on. No, I think we could still use this, and then I can, like, uh, I can just draw on top of this surface. So that thing is supposed to be the hinge. So I think maybe what I should do is just focus on the hinge, and then I need like a kickstand thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make right here, I'm going to extrude some plastic, like a kickstand that um it'll, I think it's got to have like some sort of like bracket thing that, like, clamps on, because, or like has like a wide fin so that whenever it like goes up against, how do I how do I orient that? Something like that, where it, like, when I try to open up the hinge like that, it like can't go back any farther. Okay. So, all right. It's me. Oh, so these things are on the wrong side, right? Okay, so first off, this thing is, that must be an overlapping part. Where's the joint? Frame, joint, post, hinge. Root. Okay, so that plastic piece was in the roof. Uh, well, yeah, I mean that should have been completely freaking obvious, right? Um, there's a hinge. It should say hinge. Huh? Yeah, there it is. The hinge. And this thing is supposed to be, what is Y? Gotta be this one. Right. Where did I go? There. Oh, the wrong side, huh? 6 is the number for that. There it is. Okay. Okay. So, what does that mean for the, yeah, something about a side panel bar panel width? What is the side pan? No, that's not it. Um, it's got to be a length of something. Roof frame board. This is a short. Yeah, yeah. Baseboard short length. No, something about a roof. roof frame board length. Short. Yeah, this one. What? Oh, yeah, it's a negative. There we go. Got it. So this, oh shoot, I don't even have anything on it right now. So it just helps to see it from this side, and just know that this roof is going to open up this way. It seems like the whole roof needs to get moved over though, like maybe at least an inch and a half. So let's look at the roof. Get this side panel width. Minus hutch M dot what? Hold on. Dot what is it, the board width? Hold on, sign up board width. Short width. It's nice. I got it customized, right? Minus, not plus. Or sorry, plus minus. Kind of get used to having to do that stuff all the time, like the plus minus, shifting it around. It just becomes intuitively obvious at a certain point in time. So I've got the joint. My son finished up this joint. Oh, he didn't do it. Oh man, he did a horrible job, huh? Well, he's still figuring out this stuff. I mean, is this side any better? Or is that just the way that that particular joint looks? It might just be that it's just the way that it's a design for print. It's not going to be the most attractive. It's designed to be as fast as possible to print on a 3D printer. Okay, well, I'm just going to overlook that. We'll take I guess I'm going to have to do a repeat of the part. I'm just trying to think how I want to do this because the orientation of this guy right here, this is like going to be on the 3D printer bed. So it seems to me like the easiest way to do this is going to be to do oh my green screen's gone. Or not my green screen, my overlay. Sorry. I think I'm gonna have to, because the other one was this T joint right here, and this is like designed so that this is the base. But it seems like for this one, it kind of hurts my head thinking about how the hell I would go about modeling this if I had like built this on top. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier for me to just build on top of that face right there. I like this document camera, dude. It's like one of my favorite possessions. It was so cheap. I paid like maybe $110 for it. And this mic, I paid like $35 for it. Comica HRM-S interview mic. It's just a, you even see it? It's like one of those interview mics with a dynamic, or sorry, a cardioid condenser mic on it. All right, so let's take the frame. Let's, these invisible people. Sorry, my OBS is all kinds of glitchy, dude. With the what do you call it? OBS keeps freezing up, dude. Such a bugaboo. I'm looking for that hinge. Frame. Walls. Frame. No, this is in the roof. I'm sorry. Roof and then hinge. It's so hard to read the hinge. Roof hinge. I'm just going to call it roof hinge. That makes sense. So you go about doing that with the body. Okay, so now let's activate this body. Well, I'm so happy with this camera back here. That's just great, man. Really makes me feel like comfortable being on camera. Because I'm not like, I mean, I like I like this too. I mean, that's cool, but like, you know, what if I'm like sitting all lazy style, like then couldn't even really notice. Like, whatever. Just makes it so you can see the screens easier, right? My head's not in the way. I could see this being a thing. This is the first time I've ever done this. Don't even have a subscriber. Damn. There we go. Right there. That's exactly what we want. All right, so we got the sketch. So what do I need to, I need the L joint. L joint, right? Oh, he didn't make it, did he? No, that's right. He said he like, oh, I found a different way to mirror it. I mean, I appreciate the help, man. sometimes, dude, it's not help. But yeah, yeah, it's like my son's 17, and I was like nagging on him for days to get this thing done, and it's like, dude, you didn't even do it. He told me, he was like, I found a way to mirror it. It's like I wish he would have just followed my directions. It's like, seriously, when people say words, like they mean the words that they said, not, oh, do you mean that? No, I don't understand. Well, keep looking. Once you see it, it'll make sense. My son's not too bad though, but yeah, um, I think that's the one I want, but I could just recreate this thing. Not going to be too terribly difficult to do that. Let's just do that. All right. Although it is a pain in the butt. So going to be something like this. Ooh, damn it! I just messed up. Got Afro Man stuck in my head, dude. Lemon pound cake. All right, that should. Yellow tangent. Oh, oh, get out of here. There we go. Why is there a circle there? Something going on with that. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that new circle. Something. I haven't seen that one, dude. I don't know if I like it. I don't know what to think about it. I just don't. I have no clue. What? Oh wait. Oh shoot. All right. You know what? I gotta go.